Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Well, we basically just, just stand around trying to figure things out. And now we're just gotta waste this time to make it the dumpster divers. Oh, I should be careful. If I'm not careful, I probably could go down. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, sleeping diner worker. Okay, something. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Ooh.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Inspect the piece of plastic on his cabaret.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
I can wake him up, pick up the pills, or... Yeah, I'm taking this.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
And the man?
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Does the lieutenant see me?
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully.
Swipe through the pocketbook and take what's inside. Or steal the document. Swipe through the pocketbook and take...
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore.
And go through the thing.
You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says, 5 real. It feels nice and greasy.
Ooh.
Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee.
Alright, close the cabernet.
The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Okay. I'm gonna need that. Get that back up.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
Oh.
Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Oh, okay, we kind of already figured that out. Thanks, tutorial. You're very late. I guess I should have talked to him earlier, but Ruckus, talking to Granite.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Aw, man. Alright, fine. I'll leave him be. Now we have this. Standard issue dock ship doubles as a worker's permit. The two of you look nothing alike, just so you know. Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. But we did use up time. Let's go in here. What is here? What's this? Dishes are drying. Smell of chemical and pine trees. Yoink! What is it? The aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hang in the air. Okay, cool. Let's talk to him.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Goreshi?
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
Grossi Kubek.
It must be his name. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
I'm not going to ask anything since I failed my logic. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
So, you got some... Yeah, I'm just going to go.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Okay, it's a blue door.
You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads. Touch the
The
door.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Alright.
Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Ooh. Wonder what this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm just exploring.
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
There was a witch outside on the roof, like that of a small elevator. It's part of it. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Now, Judy, we may find something pretty... you're right, it's not important. There's a winch.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
We'll merge into a stereo investigation. Yes, a mini side investigation.
Garth is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Garth is the person to ask about this, and the cafe manager. Alright. Talk to you.
Can I help you?
I'm seeing something to talk about.
What thing?
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the door. Kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Alright.
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably.
Oh, no one knows. But first, I will gain the power of Hobo. Problem, solution, skills. Alright, cool. Oh, you don't have enough skill points available. Forget Remnant. Now how do I activate it? Yeah. Explore the secret passages. Find a way into the secret passageways. Okay. Well, let's continue.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not
I think
convincing.
you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
I mean, it's going to be bugging you for a long time. It's just going to bug you.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
I saw a sign that said Messenger for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Alright, he tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Okay, I know. Look, I need more time to
We
get
should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find
We
them?
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Something else I want to ask
What?
about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Right. Guard, I saw another... No, not yet. Alright. Ooh, what's this? There we go.
Hobocop.
Yeah!
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arden beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Alright. Bonuses. Real extra special collector's edition tier bottle caps on the map. More money from selling tar. Learning cap for shivers has increased to 6. Alright. I accept this. This means I'll get more money, which is something I'll need if I want to pay off the debt before the end of the day. Alright, got it. Alright, find out who's in the union box. Cool. Well, it's on a timer on that one. Okay, cool. Alright, now that I have this, I now know what I must do. To the trash can. Time the dumpster dive one last time. Here.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Alright. Digging hobo south for extra content.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What's a knock cannon?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however.
You're not messing with me, right? Because if you aren't, then we can probably sell this.
And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000, easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I'm selling it.
No, you won't. Because none of those things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest. There must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the glass.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
Alright.
nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
Oh my god, I want to listen to you, Inland Empire. I should listen to you, but we need to do this.
What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it up.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Oh, this might be interesting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be. I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board. Ah, I found my paperwork. That's great.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
There was a forbidding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Threw it out? I don't know. I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Understood.
His knowledge reverting his attention to the container, still stinking in front of you. Well, I found everything.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Alright, got everything.
You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Officially.
Right. Alright, first off, the dock markers, postcard, interact. Use the inventory to inspect the item. This broken ear mug somehow made its way into the whirling in rags dumpster. It depicts a man of Sumerian descent frolicking in a field of flowers, bucktooth and grinning feebly-mindedly. Seems to be a cheap knockoff. Alright. Okay. I guess we're... Oh no, can I do something with this?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read here, actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it to example of what not to do. The mug will be useful by denouncing that I have earned political capital to mask my badass hustling. You fraud, this mug didn't belong to the trash, it was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? This.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Alright. This. Interact the damaged ledger. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written by a man in a man's dense cursive. Having a closer, maybe it can be salvaged. It starts taking notes on the case.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Okay.
It's a metaphor for you.
Okay, I'm glad I actually increased my morale because goddamn, this is gonna hurt.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Don't look into its blue heart. Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs.
Okay.
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken. Not completed, mind you.
Alright.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean? Is that all?
That's it? 2 cases a week? A good case load, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases appear to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. It was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. I burned out all right. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There is a mention of naming conventions here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh, cool.
A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Alright. Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Okay.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
My case appear to employ some kind of naming
You
convention.
mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named the case The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one The Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Oh, wow. Hey, if you have to think of these titles every single time, I think just a simple one right here, just to amuse yourself, is what you're going to do.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
Smiles. I pray his let's never find out what happened to him.
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Gathered. I have to open an official case in there. Is there a room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Using the pen Lana gave
The
me.
tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
Alright, let's see.
Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Right.
It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion.
Wait, what the? You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry. And it feels good. Feels like completion. We never figured out our name. So our name is Harry?
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Alright.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun. Shit on a stick. The Hanged Man. Yeah, let's go. I was thinking the Furies are at home in the mirror, but there was no mirror at all in this thing. The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Right.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Good, we sort this out. That's it?
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more.
Alright.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Alright, can I read the case files now? Let's see if I can get this one. Let's go!
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Are you kidding me? 6. Even with the modifiers. Let's break the
An
clip.
aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Jen, what is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Oh, cool. Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Address?
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How many years you've been on the force? He's thinking. It'll have that. How can I read
Any
it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Okay, cool.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Urgence is neatly kept
While
notes.
a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
I'm gonna put away the ledger for now. Alright then. Okay. Actually, how far am I closing in on... Oh, okay, I'm almost ready for my... I'm gonna get that, we're gonna figure out where I freaking live. Read the... Okay, yeah, okay. I know, I was gonna do that anyway. Made it.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Alright.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Press the start engine. He loves his car. You do you, man.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rails per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
I hope that you can all hear that. Dang.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Alright.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Right.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a pride in the Ten's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street
The
grid.
rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
His husband says, "Worry on
Let
this."
me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
he says, his finger near the top of the map on the segment of coast jutting out into the great sea. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Look at the performation.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tell you up the different
The
rows.
first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them
There
individually.
are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Drunk like a megastar, I walked the land telling thing. I was a hobo and I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see.
Well, of 18 years, about over 200 cases.
Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I think I used to be a super cop. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's that? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. What's that?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Oh, that's good.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of those officers. And me, I only got 3.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone? How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look, like God I am.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Maybe I should, like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
No, I want to.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
You pointed out the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it as a jab. Oh, yeah, cool. That's cool. I was probably not going to take it as a jab anyway, but... Because he doesn't seem like the kind of guy. Ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He declines our livery.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Alright. Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
It turns off. You press the remote key and thing.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Alright. We've done what we can. I think we did very successfully this session. We got everything we needed. We now know more stuff about ourselves. We got our ledger. Our paperwork has been successfully found. And we found a mysterious blue door. We'll find out more about that. Alright then. Until next time. Bye.